Hello everyone. So I wanted to do my daily update. And my daily update for today, I want to talk more about the dreaded anxiety. Dun, dun, dun. So people were asking me yesterday in the comments about what's the difference between general anxiety and panic attacks. Are the two related and so on? Now, I won't obviously talk about things from a scientific point of view because there's no point, and I'm not a scientist, not qualified in that. But I'll talk about my own experience. So the difference for me, anxiety is the constant feeling of dread. I don't want to do this, my stomach hurts, so I can't travel there, travel anxiety, or, I'm worried what that person is going to say or do or whatever. Let me give you an example, okay? So I didn't go to work today because I was feeling very, very unwell on the train. So the train was late a good 10 minutes than usual, and even trains being behind schedule or being extra full, basically where it's not the norm, that can cause, obviously, as you guys know, anxiety. So the train was 10 minutes late, so I was like, okay, got on the train anyway, and just standing there, just waiting, counting the stations until arrive at work sort of thing. But there's a girl, there's always a girl, who goes on my train every morning, and of course, when I'm feeling ill or anxious or something, I don't need anything that will elevate my heart rate. So I try to ignore certain thoughts that enter my head. It's like, I think to myself, yeah, I didn't see the yoga pants. Nope, she's not wearing yoga pants. She's wearing normal clothes. They're not tight-fitting. Nope. Not looking at them. Nope. Not happening. Definitely not. In fact, I'm going to leave. It's definitely not happening. It's just it's just denial, I'm not anxious. I'm not anxious. Damn it, I'm anxious. So, yeah. So that's what the anxiety can be like. It elevates your heart rate, makes you feel really bad. And what it can be as well is the releasing of the fight or flight hormone. I don't know what the technical term for it is, but it's sort of like your body gets the reason your heart starts racing is because your body is getting more blood available to your arms and to your legs in case you need to fight or if you need to run. So that's what can make you feel really, really uneasy. I think it's important to understand that. Now, I ignored that feeling. I ignored it. I got on the train anyway. Now, I was standing on the train and there was someone else talking. So this person was talking about how, because basically in the UK, on public transport, usually people are silent. So if one person or two people are talking, basically they're talking to the entire carriage. Let's be perfectly honest. That's generally how things go. It's and what she was talking about how her birth dad had died, and she cared very much about her stepdad. I was like, okay, nice story. But then she was talking about the relationship she had with her birth dad. She was saying all this stuff about how he wasn't that good as a dad, and that, she wishes she had more time with him, but he died, and there was 5 years they didn't speak, and then during those 5 years she tried to forgive him and all this other stuff. And I was standing there holding on to the rail will you just shut up? I am trying to relax. For F's sake, man. It's like, please, stop talking. Get out of your own ass. You need years to forgive someone. It takes a minute. Do you know what I mean? So I was really, really, really agitated. So my train is usually quite quick. Usually it's quite quick. It literally only stops once, and then it gets to the destination. So the distance between the one stop and the final destination is about 15 minutes. Now, what tends to happen to me every day, even if I'm feeling good, when I get to that one stop and the doors open, then it's like my brain is like, escape, run, do it while you have the chance, sort of thing. And then the door's shut, and then the train starts moving. And during that few seconds of moving, then I feel a little bit anxious, but then my brain calms down because I'm like, okay, I'm committed. You know, that's it. Like, simply, I'm not getting off this train for the next 15 minutes. When I get to the destination, I'll be close to work anyway, so I might as well go in. So what happened today with the yoga pants and with the woman telling the story, and generally I just wasn't feeling great at all, I took the escape plan. The door was open, I jumped out and I went home, and I called in sick to work. Now, anxiety is a terrible, terrible, terrible thing. It's so awful. Like, it limits your life choices. It makes you worried about doing things and so on. And I've got different coping mechanisms of different things, but I think it is important to distinguish between the anxiety and just being ill. You know what I mean? So after being home now for a good 4 or 5 hours, I realized that the rice and chicken I ate yesterday is probably the source of my illness. So after today, I'm not having fast food anymore. So simply because yesterday my rice and chicken, I bought it from the Chinese shop next door. I'm not going to buy anything from them anymore. Simple as that. I think it's completely ravaged my body because I was having the other healthy stuff, like I said, the salmon salad and all the rest of it, lots of water and all the rest of it. And like, things are improving in that regard, but I'm not there yet. It's only day 2, day 3, you know what I mean? I'm only just starting. So anxiety is still very much there. So I won't even pretend like it's gone. It is still there, still evil, still waiting to attack, sort of thing. And for now, I'm not even going to set a goal for it. I would like to, but I haven't found a solution yet. Now, I'm hoping that if I can just reduce how often I feel awful from the different foods I'm eating, then that will help. And if anything, that will be my goal for the day. A new type of thinking towards food, like that's what I'm definitely have realized the last day or two, is how much food can really like hurt me, can really suppress my mood, and my choices and so on. And I'll be honest, I was supposed to meet up today with, I don't know if I mentioned that there's a girl I've been pursuing for a while. I was supposed to meet up today with her for lunch during work, and then we were supposed to have a longer date tomorrow. And effectively, I've now stood her up. I hope she still comes to see me tomorrow, but we will see. And she sent me pictures of, she was really sad because she had spent the entire morning doing her hair, getting ready to meet up with me, and she looks absolutely gorgeous, so like I can forget about yoga pant girl, like simply the girl I'm chasing, my god. And I'm really disappointed about that, that this crap is still happening, but like I said, it's only day 2, whatever, so I will keep these vlogs going, because what I do love about these videos is how many of you have said that just watching a couple of my videos, you've already started taking action to try and improve yourselves as well. I love that. So please, let's keep this going together. I'll share my experience. I hope you guys share yours and so on. And generally, guys, as well, what I want to mention, I don't know if it's important, but what I want to mention is I haven't quit gaming. So maybe people think that my channel is now going to become a vlog channel or whatever. It's like, no. It's simply, I'm intending to play Ni no Kuni 2 tomorrow, assuming I'm not out on my date. So, even if I'm not, I will be playing Ni no Kuni 2 all over the weekend. So, yeah, I am part of the gaming community. That's how I'm known. And I love gaming. If I didn't love gaming, I wouldn't have this beast PC, PlayStation 4 Pro, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One X. You know what I mean? I'm a gamer, don't worry. Because I've noticed in the last couple of days that even though my views on my channel have gone up more than 50%, thank you, by the way, guys, I have lost about 70 subscribers. So I guess people don't want to see, not everyone wants to see this sort of content, I suppose. But you can't please everyone, so what can you do? You know what I mean? Now, when it comes to the money, I've only spent about £5 today, so on food, and that's it. I've spent nothing else, so my money's still under control. I'm still well on my way for my next paycheck, which is good. And some of you guys have been donating to me. I've been getting, because I get emails when I get donations, because usually, I'll obviously see them when I'm live streaming, but when I'm not streaming, I see the emails. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. I mean, it's not something I'm not going to escape my debt just yet, but I do appreciate the love from you guys. I really do. So thank you very much for that. But I am not here to get money from you. I'm just here to share my experience, so trying to improve myself and work with you guys to help get out of this situation that I've put myself in. And the thing is as well, now let me be honest about a couple of things. I know full well that when it comes to anxiety and so on, there's some things you can't control, some things you're just effectively born with. I've always been anxious, since I was young, since I was a small kid. I even remember asking my dad, is there anything in my life that caused me to be anxious? Like, something happened when I was a baby or something that caused me to be this way? And my dad said no. He said simply he remembers me being like 3 months old, sitting on his lap, them traveling, and then me throwing up on his lap. So I've always been this way. And I do think as well, like on reflection, that some of it is to do with motion sickness. Because quite often people ask me, why don't you read? Why don't you do something to keep your brain occupied when you're traveling? And I can't, because if I look at a screen or if I'm reading a book, I'm always like, ugh. And the motion sickness, it could be from my glasses, believe it or not, because I don't have good vision. So it can, it can put me off, sort of thing. And so there is a reason for all of this, basically. So it's that motion sickness. It can affect my stomach and so on. But to be honest, like today, if I've eaten just bad food, I will just feel absolutely awful, And one thing that doesn't help the anxiety is that because I've had a couple of days off sick now, I had a couple of days off last week because I went to the hospital. And then this week I've had today off as well. So I don't feel good because it's not leaving a good impression on my employer. So, as if I joke about it, it's like maybe my job commute won't be much of an issue anymore because maybe I'll get fired, you know what I mean? Let's hope not. Like, please forgive me. But yeah, I mean, I am trying to work with my employer to say, look, while I'm in this mode of anxiety, can I please work from home more often? It's like, because I can work, I can develop code, I can do whatever. I am not that healthy to travel on the train right now, because the last thing I want to do, because I think, like I said, part of the anxiety is fear of embarrassment. I don't want to be the dude who delays probably a couple hundred people getting to work because I was taking ill on the train or any rubbish like that. So I don't want to be that guy. So when I see the opportunity to escape, I run, you know what I mean? And I'm sure as well, if I forced myself, I could have dealt with it. Also, one of the other things I was thinking, when I got off the train, there was part of my brain that was saying to me, look, just don't be on the carriage where that woman is telling that story. Just go to another one, and hopefully they won't be talking about crap, But the how bad and awful I was feeling, like my stomach has been churning now for like 4 hours, like yeah. So that's the lessons for today, guys. I'm not having junk food anymore because I've started on a good path in terms of healthier eating, but obviously it's still early days. I need to keep this going. Obviously things are changing in my body and I need to keep focused on the healthier food. Like, obviously salmon salad from the shop is great, but I can do better than this. I know I can do better than this, so I will eventually think about cooking food and so on. Now, when it comes to outright stress, then I will think about the exercise. Work up a sweat, maybe do like 20 squats and 20 push-ups or whatever, just do something. I haven't planned it yet because of how I'm feeling, but I am going to try and push myself over the weekend to start. Because if I can just reduce the sheer stress levels, then it can help with anxiety, it can help with diet, it can help with sleep, it can help with so many things. There's one like repercussion, like one knock-on effect after the other. Like, everything is kind of linked. So all of these issues are all linked. So I'm obviously stressed about sorry, the money side, and obviously that my bank balance is right now, and I'm anxious. So the anxiety, sorry, let me fix my fingers. Anxiety is also attributed to the healthier eating. If I'm eating junk, I'm going to feel like crap, you know what I mean? So you can see how the stress and the unhealthy eating can link to each other to make the anxiety. So that's why I need to tackle all of these issues. So yeah. So anyway, guys, that's just what I wanted to share for today. That's my life today, and always hoping for a better tomorrow. So yeah. So anyway, guys, like I said, if I'm not on my date tomorrow with my girl, then I'll be streaming Ni no Kuni all day over at twitch.tv/Mithrie. And as well, guys, please just keep the comments coming. Oh yeah, that's something else I wanted to mention, is that to get, you know, I'm getting back into the habit of YouTube now, so I'm uploading videos every day and so on. I am going out of my way now to reply to all of your comments. If I don't have necessarily anything to reply with, then I will at least thumbs up and heart your reply to. It's my way of saying I've read your message. So if I don't have a thumb up and a heart next to it, it means I haven't read it yet. Or in some cases, I need to consider more the reply, because some of your replies are quite long and they're quite detailed. I want to make sure I give a proper reply to them and not just some half-assed one, you know what I mean? So yeah. So anyway, guys, remember to like, favorite, and subscribe. Have you had a similar experience to the one I've described? Let me know in those comments down below. Keep it coming. And what have you done today to better yourself? Again, please let me know. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.